Okay, hey you guys, it is Serenity Soul Invictus. I'm back. I have to get this off of my chest, this experience that I've had with I started looking at the Sri Yantra. I started meditating on the Sri Yantra. And for those who don't know, the Sri Yantra is a geometrical diagram or design or pattern um, that encompasses basically every area and aspect of the human life as well as the spirit life all in one, just based on geometric designs. I'm going to put up a picture right here so you can see what it looks like. This is the one that I've started to work on myself. I have to actually do a lot of editing and fix certain areas. This is just a piece of cardboard that I used so far, because I like to do my own artwork. I like to draw my own images and stuff like that. That's it right there. As you can see, I'm just going to probably paste some stuff around there, and I'm going to show it to you guys when it's done. It was just used on the back of a pizza box. And I plan on actually making a bigger one that's on wood or something that I can hang up on the wall and paint with flipping Velspar or something and make it permanent. It's going to last forever. So it is said that meditating on that Sri Yantra is one of the most powerful things that you can do to reach your superhuman powers, to activate your pineal gland, that is your super seeing self, that is your higher mind, right up in there. That releases melatonin. That is a lot of things going on with the Sri Yantra. I'm going to tell you the experience that happened after I did that. Okay, the first time I did that. All right, the Sri Yantra, or the Sri Chakra, is a form of mystical diagram used in the Sri Vidya school of Hindu Tantra. Okay, it consists of 9 interlocking triangles that surround a central point known as a bindu. That is that point in the middle. Talking about my experience so far and sharing it with you guys until I do that. So, let me see. Superhuman. Super brain power, Sri Yantra. Super brain power. Let me just say, first and foremost, I can tell when somebody doesn't really believe or understand something, and it's very hard to try to explain these things to a person who is far away from anything metaphysical, or who's so entrenched in their upbringing that they can't actually open their mind to understand anything new or any other concept. And it's very sad to be that way. When I see people that way, this is what connects us as a spirit tribe here. You guys are my people. I have to come up with a name for us. If you think about something, I'm going to ask you to do that for me. Give me some suggestions on some names that we can call ourselves on here on this channel. As above, so below. We talk about mentalism more than anything, but we talk about the law of attraction, magic, money, esoteric stuff, the occult, deities, crystals. We talk about all of that stuff. So let's come up with a name for emerald, tablet, something, whatever. Just let's think about something. We're gonna find something, and I'm gonna think about something too, and we come together and put them all together. All right. So Sri Yantra as superhuman success. Okay, and it is said that the Sri Yantra is something that helps us to manifest our goals and desires, how to activate your superhuman powers. Let me just say the experience. I started doing it now for the past few days. The very first time I did it, as I was done, I don't want to get into depth too much about reenacting what happened, but this shit was, it blew my mind, okay? Just as I done it the first time I had done it, I lie down for 20, 25 maybe minutes, and I did it on the laptop. I didn't use my diagram. I just used the black and white image from the video that had some binaural beats playing the same time at 432 hertz, because according to my research, that's the best way to listen to the binaural music. And I made sure I do it when nobody was home, so I wasn't disturbed and stuff. As I was finished, let me just tell you, after I was finished, I went to move, and I looked down, and there was a centipede about this long. I'm talking about a flipping centipede, okay? I'm not talking, oh my gosh, not a millipede, a centipede. And that shit was chilling right on the side of me, on the bed, next to my foot. Now, I don't know how long he'd been there. I don't know if he just, came up there as I was done, but I didn't even have a chance to get up yet. I wasn't finished. I mean, I wasn't really still like too conscious yet. I was still a little zoned out, getting my vision back and stuff after staring at that image for so long. And as I looked down, here this thing comes up. I'm like, oh my God. I jumped up, I grabbed the scarf, my brown scarf that I love so much. I grabbed that scarf and I started to hit the thing. So I hit it on the ground, I hit on the floor. He's running, trying to scuttle under the bed, and I'm like, oh no, hell no, you're not gonna disappear under my bed. So I just took the scarf rapidly, just this shit. I was doing kung fu in here on the centipede, okay? Pure ninjutsu. And I wrapped that thing up and I put him in the bucket, the little purple bucket that I mopped the floor with and stuff. I just grabbed it and put it in the bucket, and something told me, don't kill it, because this has got to be a sign. This has got to be a sign, man. How random is that? I don't see centipedes in my place, okay? We don't have for that shit to be this big, that means, oh. So I took it outside. I was like, okay, if I'm not gonna kill it, I'm not gonna drown it, I'm not gonna spray it with bug spray, I'm not gonna do none of that, I chop it in half, take it outside. So took the bucket outside, went out in the middle of the grass where there's no trees, there's no wall, there's no nothing, just grass. The grass just got cut a couple of days ago. So here I am now trying to shake this scarf out. I saw the centipede, I saw it with my own eyes out in the hot sun, so I knew it was outside. It wasn't like it didn't escape inside the house. So as I shake the thing, he's squirming and going back under, so I turned it over and started shaking it again. I stood up there for almost 30 minutes shaking that scarf. The centipede was gone. Now the scarf is brown. The scarf, the sad part about it, the scarf and the centipede were the same color. Okay? That's jacked up, isn't it? So what did I do? I said, okay, finally, Lord, hey, please, spirits that be, whoever sent this, I don't want to kill it, Let it reveal itself. Let it come out now so I could just dust it off and let it run in the next person's yard. The shit was gone. So what did I do? Came back inside with the bucket with the same scarf in it, put it in the tub, ran the hot water. I said, okay, he's going to float to the top now. Gotcha. The centipede was gone. Okay, I'm telling you guys, it just disappeared right before my very eyes. It disappeared. Do they run under the dirt? Do they dig their way under dirt? There's no rocks for them to go in. I know they like rocks and corners and crevices and stuff like that. There was none of that. There's just grass. And thin grass. The grass is like this. I could see that big sucker running through there. And it's gone. So if that's not a sign, What is? So let me just say, this is my magical book. I had to journal that experience, but I went online and I looked up symbology of centipedes, the symbology behind it, you know? And this is how long I drew it in my book, in my journal. That's pretty long, isn't it? So the symbology says, get moving, pick up the pace. Ding, ding, ding. Psychic or prophetic abilities. Intuitive. Has many feelers. You have strong psychic abilities of which you may not be aware. May be a sign of danger, or that you may be drawing too much attention to yourself. Do you need to crawl back and hide under a rock? This is all what it says on the website, on that website of centipede symbology, okay? Extremely talented, rapid skill and movement, dexterity, hands in many things, athletic, energetic, enjoys variety, enjoys running or dancing. Oh man. And it says associated with the water element and the earth. I mean, so now you can't tell me that wasn't a sign. The centipede was on my bed, y'all. On my bed, next to my foot. Oh man. It also says hit the ground running. Be careful of what you say and do because it might come back to bite you. Keep going. I'm hearing all these, there's that one voice on the one side saying like, you're doing your best, keep on going. Then it's that voice on all these other symbology on the other side like, hey, hold it back, like, take your time. But it says keep going. Break tasks up into different segments and each task will develop its own legs and take off. This was my first time doing that meditation. It is said that this yantra activates your pineal gland, that actually this is what is actually going to tap you into your own total consciousness and higher self, higher awakening, higher spiritual abilities, understanding of the universe as a whole, understanding as yourself as it relates to the universe. And that sign, I believe, was specifically for me. So you guys, what do you think about that? If any of you are practitioners of the craft, if any of you are, let's say, divinators, if any of you are, clairvoyant, or what are your feelings on this actual event that took place? This happened, what is today? Thursday? This happened, I believe, on Monday. So I like to do my own research. I like to go and dive deep into these kinds of stuff, and I believe that everything that it says symbolically makes total sense to me. I've been thinking about my Facebook groups and stuff like that I like to talk about sometimes on this channel, but it is starting to seem to me that I need to shut them down, at least one of them, because it is the fitness group. Like it says, too many hands and too many things. The fitness group, let me just say, I have done it since 2014. And I continue to do it. I had support and stuff along the way, but only by a few people. I have 132 members on there, and 2 or 3 people usually comment or like, or sometimes a little more, so it doesn't make sense to me for me to dedicate so much time and effort. I put a lot of time and effort into these things. Every morning I get up, I give motivational messages and pictures of me working out or different types of workouts that people can do, jokes, funny memes about fitness, all of these kinds of stuff, like information, like solid facts and information about fitness and health, nutrition, recipes. I do all of that. and to get no likes. Like like I'm not doing it for the likes, mind you. I'm doing it to spread the message, to spread the information, to keep people motivated and stuff. Because for me, that's how I got into fitness, being motivated by things like that from a young age. So that's why I do it. But people don't understand that, I believe, my people in where I live. So, if my group has a few international members or something, that would be great. You guys can join on there, because I feel like we have a lot of sedentary people where I live. We have a lot of people who, and I will say they are enemies. Some of them may be enemies. Some of them may not like me, like, to which I don't care. Bah humbug, like, I don't give a shit. But at the same time, I believe it's because a lot of people are just not into fitness where I live. A lot of people, I have probably one person I can call on for sure who would be interested, and that one person is usually too busy to even worry about Facebook groups. So I'm just questioning whether that's one of those things that I should just move away from, because I could be doing some other things with my time, most definitely, than trying to help people who don't want to be helped. This is why I talk to you guys. This is why we have this community growing, because it's all about the seeking. And seek and you shall find. And I'm really appreciative of all the things that I found through seeking. So what I share is the things that I found, the things that I've discovered. And I love when we can actually get together and share common interests, common passions, and all of that stuff. So you guys, don't forget, like I said, let me know what you think about that freaky encounter, that freaky, nothing is a coincidence. I can't call it a coincidence. That freaky, creepy sign, okay? But I love nature. Let me just say this before I close out. I love nature. I love animals. I love the earth. I love all of that. So I don't look at it as creepy. It's creepy because we don't really get to see centipedes in their true essence like that up close and personal on your bed. But at the end of the day, if it was a sign, I accept that sign, because I can't change it. I can't. What can I do about it? Accept it and understand what it is fully. So you guys, that's my experience with the Sri Yantra. I am going to discuss the Sri Yantra up and coming very shortly. So just be patient and you'll see that coming up very soon. Thanks for watching. Hit like if you are feeling me today, and if you've had any experiences such as this, let me know. Let me know, because it's very interesting to see the course of action, the way things play out. It's important for you to also journal what's happened or what's happening, the time you've done rituals or meditations or whatever it was when you've seen these things happen, to record it. It's very important. It's the way you can look back at it and understand the chronological sequence of things, what your true power is, how it plays out in time, So subscribe to my channel if you're new, if you haven't done so already. Like I said before, don't forget to give me your feedback. Don't forget to hit the notification bell on the side of the subscribe button, so that when I am live or I am uploading another video, you get to see it first. So thanks you guys for watching, and I will be back shortly with another topic, another wonderful esoteric topic that's gonna stun you or blow your mind. Okay, bye guys, until next time. Peace, love, blessed be. Namaste.